Hey guys, welcome back. Modii101 here, and I'm here with Heather and AB.
Hey guys.
And we're back in Sky Adventures, picking up right where we left off.
Yep.
You know what? I don't know if we've told the YouTube people yet.
What?
Heather has picked up we picked up a couple new hobbies. Haven't you, honey?
Just a couple.
All right. Do you
I'm
want
a
to tell
golfer
them about?
now.
Okay, so you tell them the hobbies you picked up, and I will explain what the actual situation is.
I'm going to become a world-class best female golfer ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's my hobby.
Okay.
And I'm going to be a mediocre bass player.
I believe that those two future envisions should be reversed. So, for any of you guys that don't know, Heather and I'd probably say one of our main hobbies.
Yeah. It's what I look forward to all week.
Okay, so Heather and I work from home.
Yep.
We live at home.
Yep.
I mean, because that's
Yeah.
kind of what you do, you know. I gotta figure out how to get. Now, do we have Blitz's BLITZ chickens? Blitz?
I don't think so, but you need that one to make that one, so I could quickly make one.
Oh, let me see. All right. So anyways, yes, to make it, we need a Basal's chicken and a sulfur chicken.
Oh, I have both of those. Hang on.
Okay. And then I think the rod has EMC, so I really just need one rod to continue on with what I'm doing. Anyways, so Heather and I's thing that we love to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, is this an old thing or is this a hip thing? Let us know in the comments.
I don't know.
I don't know. Pretty much right after Heather moved here, which, by the way, has been 1 year.
It has.
Heather and I actually, we hit the 1 year anniversary on the 13th of February.
Yep. Since
her and the boys have moved here. So we've been one giant dysfunctional family for one calendar year now. One of our big things. Now, Heather and I don't drink.
Nope.
I don't dance. So, you know, we eat, but we're cheap.
Yeah. No fancy places.
You know, we'll go see movies. There's nothing wrong with that. We just don't generally do it.
Not usually.
So, we've seen a few, a handful. But anyways.
Yeah. It's not like we're like, oh, let's go to the movies. What do we want to see? It's like we plan it out.
Yeah. So the point is that for Heather and I, we don't have a whole lot of like date night stuff that we do, right?
Yeah.
And plus, you know, we record at night, we stream at night. I mean, we do that stuff during the day as well, but yeah. So basically, for us to get out of the house, for us to have kind of us time, we go to yard sales. Love it.
On Saturdays.
We go every Saturday morning. We head out, and yeah, we go to yard sales, and we really enjoy it.
Yep.
Like literally, like that is our.
We could be sleeping in. That could be my sleep-in day.
Yeah, because she gets up
at like
6:30 every morning, 6:30 every morning to get the boys off to school.
I get up on purpose on Saturdays early.
Yeah. Like she'll get up and like the boys will get off to school, and then there'll be like like an hour or two in between when they leave and we get to kind of start working.
And I'll lay back down.
She'll go back to bed.
Yeah.
But on Saturdays she is up and she is ready to go.
Oh yeah.
So Heather and I go to yard sales every Saturday religiously. And if there was a point, because it's Arizona, we have yard sales year round. We don't get. There was like 2 weekends where it was actually really cold, and we weren't able to go to yard sales. And
we went. There just weren't that many, and it like destroyed our week.
we were a mess. So
it felt weird not going.
A lot of the time, we're really not looking for anything.
No.
The big thing, I think the part that we enjoy the most is the fact that we don't, is the savings
Yes.
The getting of a good deal. Oh, love that.
Yes.
Love the getting of a good deal, right? And we've gotten some pretty cool stuff. Now, the other side of it is, and this is the more responsible side, is that there are times that there are things we need around the house that either we don't have, or one of the kids broke, or one of the kids needs, or whatever else, that we try and find at yard sales. For example, Trinity, our second oldest,
Yep.
is 19, and she is moving out with a friend into an apartment for the first time. She's the first kid that's moving out. It's really rough for me because she's been with me her entire life. 19 years she's been living with me, and now she's abandoning me like a bad child.
No,
She's abandoning me. Just let me. I'm gonna wither and die.
Okay.
Anyways, you're okay with that?
No, I'm just tired of arguing with you about it.
Okay, all right. Well, good. At least we're on the same page now. Anyways, and so we're completely getting like, small kitchen appliances and that kind of stuff from yard sales,
Yep.
right? And we're always looking for the deal. We got a slot machine for free.
We got for free.
Fully working slot machine. We got a $280 home security camera system for $8.
Yep. And it works. I'm looking at
It
it
works
right now.
great. Yep, as you can see, so don't come trying to sneak in our back door, our front door, and our other doors. Yeah, Heather can see it. She's on it. She's got a crossbow and a mean shot. Anyways,
I'm really
we got the crossbow. So I mean, there's that.
I don't have a crossbow.
We never got a crossbow.
I'm sure we could have.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's our big thing. So make me one rod. Come on, I'm waiting on you. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of our hobby. We love it. So, and the funny part is, even if we're not looking for something, we still like going out because you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
And we stopped someplace, and some lady was selling golf clubs.
Yep.
For $8, full set, bag.
Yeah, and they're pretty.
Tees.
They're purple.
They're purple. They're actually. I don't know if they're ladies' clubs or kids' clubs, but
no, they're
they're short. Yeah,
they're girls.
short.
They're ladies.
They're way too short. Like I couldn't use them.
But they're perfect for me.
Yeah, and got them for $8.
Yep.
And that's where the joke started that Heather was going to become a world famous golfer.
Yep.
And then God, I'm just waiting on this chicken. Come on, buddy, hurry up. And so that's where that's. And then we went to another yard sale the following week, and I found a set of golf clubs, and I got them for $0. The
You
guy
got
was
them
like,
for
just
free.
take them. He's just like, just take them. So I'm like, all right, cool. Full set, drivers, irons, all that
Bag,
stuff.
everything.
Yeah.
Mine had a glove, but it's icky and no.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's yeah.
So, yeah, anybody out there who just likes like getting out, and to me, it's kind of adventure-y.
Yeah.
Because, we're having to find where they're at, and we're having to see what they have to offer. And, oh, God, we're super judgmental when people's yard sales suck. Like, when they put up, like, 950 signs.
And they have, like, one table of, like, 3 things.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, a child's left shoe, some questionable generic ramen, just in Ziploc bags, not even, like, in their packaging. And a one-eyed chicken. Those are the 3 things they have for sale. Come on, give me the goddamn. Anyway, so yeah, we actually really enjoy it. We really do. It's our biggest hobby. So we got the golf clubs, and so here is 100% of Heather's golfing experience. You ready? We went to the driving range once. And every time she hit the ball, she squealed and jumped up and down. Very much to the dismay of all of the old guys that were really there refining their game. She had the same reaction to hitting a golf club at the driving range that I would say a child would have if they were able to get something out of the claw machine at a bowling alley. I got the unicorn, squeal, jump, jump, jump. So that's what she did. But we're gonna set out one day, and because we're always looking like for weird things to do. But we're not gonna go hiking or
No.
climbing.
Well,
or camping.
we've gone hiking, kind of.
We walked around the trail on the side of a mountain for about 40 feet. That was our.
It was
that was
the
our,
longest trail ever.
It was roughly about 40 feet. And it was very well maintained. Part of it was paved. Part of it was paved. Yeah. So, anyways, so yeah, that's our great adventures. Anyways, but all right, so that's part one. There's the truth on golfing. Now the second hobby that Heather has picked up. So for anybody who doesn't know, I've been playing guitar mediocrely for about 20 years. I learned about 8 things when I was 19 years old so that I could play in punk rock bands, and I purposely stopped learning. But I used to have a Les Paul guitar, black and white Les Paul guitar that I loved, and I had a Crate half stack. For anybody who doesn't know, that is an amp it's about nipple height, roughly about nipple height. Because I used to play in punk rock bands when I was a younger. I was just as bitter, but it was about different things. So there's that. Anyways, give me the broad. And why are you in the negatives? These stupid coops are so dumb. Anyways, so yeah, Heather got me a guitar. We found a little practice. She bought that at Guitar Center. Like she bought me like a new guitar.
Yeah, that was brand new.
That was my Christmas present.
Yes.
And we buy very little new things. How
I
weird
know.
is that? Anyways, and then we found a little practice amp at a yard sale. Just a little, like probably, I don't know, 6-inch speaker, 1-inch speaker, a little practice amp. It's small. You can carry it around. Put it in your pocket. It's adorable. And I've literally just been around this whole episode because I'm waiting for this chicken to give me this rod. Cause
Nice.
That's all I need. Let's see what else I'm going to need for this thing. Anyways, and then I was trying to teach Heather how to play. How to play
Guitar.
bass.
No, guitar.
Or guitar, yes. And she was doing fine. She really wasn't digging it. That wasn't supposed to sound nearly as jerkish as it came out. She was doing well, okay? Oh, God, I hate this fused glass. I think I just put glass in the thing. She was doing well, and so and then I have an old, just Fender Squier bass that I've had sitting around forever. Just a little cheap one I got from a friend literally 20 years ago. Still has the same strings on it. It's been sitting in the closet for the better part of my children's entire lives. And I was just playing around with that, and she was like, "Oh, hey, can I try playing with that?" I was like, "Sure." She played it for like 4 seconds and loved it.
Yeah, it's much better.
Yes, so much because her tiny little petite fingers have trouble stretching to where all the chords go.
On the guitar, it's so big.
Hold on a second. How the hell? Oh, is this the right class? Anyways, but she didn't have an amp, and seriously, I'm not joking, guys. Like in the first day, she learned. Oh, I can use hardened glass. Damn it. She learned a couple of songs, just like bass lines to a couple of songs. I had showed her some just goofy little basic stuff that that I just kind of made up at the time for her to kind of play around with. She's doing really well. And then we went out to yard sale. Now, mind you, and I want to point this out, other than a couple little practice amps, we've been going to yard sales we probably go to 20, 30, 40, 50 of them a Saturday.
Yeah.
And we've done that just about every Saturday since she moved here, give or take, right? Mm-hmm. And in all that time, I'm always excited to maybe find a cool guitar for me, cheap, very cheap, inexpensive, right? And
or a better amp.
Or a maybe like a no, I mean having a half stack would be nice, but really just a bigger amp that maybe has some effects and stuff in it. Oh my God, give me the rod, chicken. That came out weird. So So yeah, we go around. First weekend, like 3 days after she starts playing bass, we happen upon the last yard sale of the day. Some guy who, I can relate to, where he was punk rock and played in bands, and all of a sudden, now he's got a wife and a kid and a house in the suburbs, and he's like, well, I can't be pissed off now. I am the man. I just be mad at me. And trust me, I understand that feeling. Anyway, so he had now, for anybody who doesn't know instruments, a lot of this probably is just gibberish and you can care less, but anybody who does, we found her what is it by? I don't even know who makes it.
He's gonna go look.
A Hartke, Hartke, bass cabinet with, I'm thinking it's four 10s,
speakers, yeah.
4 10-inch speakers, and it's just a cabinet, and then it came with let's see what this is. That was too far away, I can't read that.
It's the same brand.
You sure? I don't
Yep,
know if it is.
It is.
Anyways, guitar or bass head to put on the cabinet. So she's got a bass amp that can easily play shows. Mm-hmm. Not just a little practice thing. Meanwhile, I'm still rocking around with the I don't know, Walkman with a speaker taped to it that I'm playing with. And so yeah, we've been playing around. She's we write a little song, and then once she gets it down, I make it more difficult for her, and then I walk away. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. And I ain't getting nothing done this episode, other than the chit-chatty. This chicken is taking straight up forever. Come on, give me another one so it'll speed it up. Anyways, so Heather now plays bass. I play guitar, so, she says that she's really not interested in, to the point where we get a band and play shows, but just wait. Just wait.
Is that a threat?
Call it what you want, honey. Just wait. I've been there. Trust me. Just wait.
I don't think I'm good enough for that.
Well, we're not playing a show tomorrow. But, hell, I don't think I'm good enough for it. Never stopped me for all the years I played in bands. So yeah, Heather is now a bass player. So
I have a unicorn strap.
Yep, she got it. We went out, and once again, Heather and I just looking for things to be able to do with each other. Heather and I went out and give me the goddamn rod. And we went to every guitar store in Tucson.
Yep.
Because she had been to Guitar Center, obviously, when she bought my guitar. We've been there a couple times. And she, does the, wonderful girlfriend glazed over look when I'm looking at guitars. And, it's a lot of her staring at her phone. And anytime she hears me stop talking, she goes, that's nice. But now that she plays bass, now she wanted to go to all these places. And we'd walk in and she'd ditch me.
No, you ditched me to talk to your friends.
Okay, when we went to Guitar Center, where I don't have any friends, I have friends who work at all the local ones. We walk into Guitar Center, and I swear...
You were taking too long.
This is how I remember. I walk in the door, and she throat chops me.
I did not.
Just okay, look at your hand. Make the letter L with your hand. That webbing right there, where your thumb connects to where your index finger is, that right there, Adam's apple. Just one of those.
That is not what happened.
And she screamed, "You're going too slow, old man." Here's the funny part. I was holding the door open for her. I wasn't in her way.
That is not what happened.
But she throat throttled me. And then she ran in and she runs, and there's nobody in her way, but she did one of those things like in basketball, one of those head deeks, where she kind of stopped and pretended she was going left and went right for no reason.
You're just making stuff up now.
And then so she's looking at basses while I'm trying to get wind into my lungs. And, oh my God, this chicken is pissing me off. And, so she has a bass. She's happy with her bass. But
I like my bass.
So. But
it needs new strings. It needs some pink strings.
They're
on my Amazon wish list.
Oh, jeez. Are you talking to me or them? No. Or really anybody who will?
Just anybody.
Yeah. She got a strap, a new, because before, okay, so it's a black and white Fender Squire bass. It's anybody out there who doesn't know about guitars, think about a guitar, and the image that pops up in your head is a black and white Fender guitar. That's the generic, you know, it's like when your mom always used to refer to every video game as a Nintendo, regardless what it is. My kid wants to get that new Nintendo Xbox, that new Sony Nintendo. It's basically that situation. Anyway, so this chicken's pissing me off. Get in there. Oh, hi, new friend. Where are you guys coming from? Get out of here.
They're coming from your power flower area.
No, he's walking over from this area. Do we have F7 in this pack?
Yes.
Somewhere over here. Anyways, so yeah, but she got a strap. She had just a normal black strap, and it's got cartoony unicorns all over it. Mm-hmm. So once that got attached to my bass, it was no longer my bass.
You said it wasn't your bass
Tainted.
when I first picked it up.
Tainted. And now they actually make Dayglow hot pink bass strings.
They're so pretty.
They probably sound like garbage, but I do not think she cares.
They do not.
You don't know. You don't know.
They do not.
Please just give me the rod. Oh, these chickens are driving me batty. All right, let's do that. Anyways, and yeah, so she wants to get a pink guitar cord.
Yep.
Which is also
I mean, I have a nice one now.